All right, ready to get this video started. This is the free agency demands for the NPBSL 1983 off season. Last season, I read the player's name and their demands. In the interest of time, this time I'm going to just read the player's name and count to 5. You can read the demands yourself. It also spares me of getting the demands wrong, as I did in a couple of instances last season. As we did last season, this will be done alphabetically by last name. So if there's a player you are interested in, you can move ahead and back in the video to find the player by last name. Without further ado, here we go. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tom Abernathy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ramat Aqua. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alvin Adams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Andre Adams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Milan Odzic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Manuel Allen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Daryl Allums. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jacinto Almendros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dwight Anderson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ira Anderson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mitchell Anderson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Paul Anderson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lincoln Andrews. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oscar Angeles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nate Archibald. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Christoph Aumann. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ken Austin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Carl Bailey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Delmar Baker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Zdenek Balan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Greg Ballard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Deji Balo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gene Banks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mike Bantam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Billy Ray Bates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sergio Batistuta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Domingo Batista. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dave Batten. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mel Bennett. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eugène Berger, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Andrew Berryman, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Henry Bibby, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Abel Bickford, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Otis Birdsong, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Norman Black, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Toby Blackshear, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Byron Blades, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ahmed Blakeney, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ray Bloom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Andrew Borja, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chester Boyd, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Winford Boynes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alex Bradley, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Charles Bradley, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brad Branson, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dan Brawley, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jim Brewer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Junior Bridgman, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alan Bristow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. John Brittingham, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. David Britton, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jim Brogan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Michael Brooks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anton Brown, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brandon Brown, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Donald Brown, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fred Brown, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Justin Brown, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lewis Brown, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Richard Brown, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ricky Brown, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stanley Brown, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Joe Bryant, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Quinn Buckner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. John Birch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Frederick Burgess, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roger Berkman, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tom Burleson, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. David Burns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nathan Button, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Marty Burns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. James Campbell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fred Carr. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Joe Barry Carroll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Butch Carter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reggie Carter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bill Cartwright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Harvey Catchings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bobby Cattage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Royal Chan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Charles Chang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cordell Chavez. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Phil Chenier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jim Chones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Carlos Clark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Art Collins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doug Collins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jason Cologne. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jeff Cook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Joe Cooper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Raleigh Cooper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wayne Cooper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cleto Cordero. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dave Corzine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. John Cox. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brian Krieger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lamont Krim. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jeffrey Crompton. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mark Cuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Charlie Davis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Christopher Davis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jack Davis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. John Davis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Michael Davis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Michael Davis II. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Monty Davis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ron Davis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Walter Davis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Daryl Dawkins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Todd DeLeon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Larry Demick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kenny Denard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Erich Dixon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the interest of time, from this point, any player that wants a minimum will just be read name, minimum move on that we will be able to move quickly. Mickey Dillard, minimum. Krasimir Domagalik, minimum. Jackie Dorsey, minimum. John Douglas, minimum. Leon Douglas, minimum. John Drew, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Larry Drew, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ralph Trollinger, minimum. Terry DeRod, minimum. Mike Dunleavy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. T.R. Dunn, minimum. John Duran, minimum. Craig DeKema, minimum. Hector Eckhart, minimum. Keith Edmondson, minimum. Franklin Edwards, minimum. James Edwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bob Elliott, minimum. Devin Elliott, minimum. Len Elmore, minimum. Chris Engler, minimum. Glenn Eubank, minimum. Chris Evans, minimum. Daniel Evans, minimum. Mike Evans, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Umaru Fall, minimum. Romeo Fasano, minimum. Eric Fernston, minimum. Lynn Figueroa, minimum. Michael Finn, minimum. Bruce Flowers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don Ford, minimum. Ray Foreman, minimum. Ken Franson, minimum. Tony Fuller, minimum. Jorge Galderas, minimum. Mike Gale, minimum. Jose Gangotena, minimum. Bill Garnett, minimum. Calvin Garnett, minimum. Gus Gerard, minimum. Mike Gibson, minimum. Herman Gilman, minimum. Artis Gilmore, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Carol Glass, minimum. Mike Kaminsky, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Glenn Gonzarek, minimum. Brian Gould, minimum. Jeffrey Green, minimum. Ricky Green, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lauren Greenfield, minimum. John Grieg, minimum. Kevin Greavy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Paul Griffin, minimum. Daryl Griffith, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Robbie Gross, minimum. Ernie Grunfeld, minimum. Glenn Hagan, minimum. Matt Haight, minimum. Roy Lee Hamilton, minimum. Chris Hamill, minimum. Alan Hardy, minimum. James Hardy, minimum. Mike Harper, minimum. Alexis Harris, minimum. David Harris, minimum. Emmett Harris, minimum. Greg Harris, minimum. Jacob Harris, minimum. Sterling Harris, minimum. Joey Hassett, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Steve Hawes, minimum. Stanford Hawkins, minimum. Elvin Hayes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Steve Hayes, minimum. Gerald Henderson, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tom Henderson, minimum. Kerry Hernandez, minimum. Keith Heron, minimum. Jimmy Hickman, minimum. Johnny High, minimum. Armand Hill, minimum. Ton Hines, minimum. Marco Hodap, minimum. Brad Holland, minimum. Lionel Hollins, minimum. Bo Holloway, minimum. Sal Holmes, minimum. Cedric Horges, minimum. Jia Huang, minimum. Kim Hughes, minimum. Jeff Huston, minimum. Mike Iavaroni, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dan Issel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Charles Jackson, minimum. Tony Jackson, minimum. Tony Jackson, minimum. Tracy Jackson, minimum. Irvin James, minimum. Abdul Gilani, minimum. Refugio Jeffers, minimum. Darwin Jefferson, minimum. Ziovian Yevitik, minimum. Antone Johnson, minimum. Arnold Johnson, minimum. Clay Johnson, minimum. Eddie L. Johnson, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eli Johnson, minimum. Gary Johnson, minimum. George L. Johnson, minimum. George T. Johnson, minimum. John Johnson, minimum. Lee Johnson, minimum. Mickey Johnson, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reggie Johnson, minimum. Vinnie Johnson, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jim Johnstone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Benny Jones, minimum. Blake Jones, minimum. Caldwell Jones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Colin Jones, minimum. Dominique Jones, minimum. Dwight Jones, minimum. James Jones, minimum. James Jones the center, minimum. Joe Jones, minimum. Major Jones, minimum. Mark Jones, minimum. Marvin Jones, minimum. Tony Jones, minimum. Willie Jones, minimum. Eddie Jordan, minimum. Walter Jordan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Norman Jost, minimum. Jeff Judkins, minimum. Dominic Kane, minimum. Clarence Key, minimum. Larry Keenan, minimum. Chad Kinch, minimum. Bernard King, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chung King, minimum. Gary King, minimum. Reggie King, minimum. Jerry Kittle, minimum. Joseph Klein, minimum. Billy Knight, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alexandras Kohler, minimum. Chris Coons, minimum. Joe Kopicki, minimum. Joel Kramer, minimum. Wayne Krecklow, minimum. Bruce Kaczynski, minimum. Kevin Cunnert, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mitch Kupchak, minimum. Ronald Kaiser, minimum. Tom Lagarde, minimum. Booker Lake, minimum. John Lambert, minimum. Jeff Lamp, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mark Landsberger, minimum. Fabian Larson, minimum. Michael Larson, minimum. Ed Lawrence, minimum. Stevie Lawrence, minimum. Alan Lavelle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gary Lee, minimum. Rock Lee, minimum. Ron Lee, minimum. Norris Leininger, minimum. Ronnie Lester, minimum. Martin Lett, minimum. Williams Lewis, minimum. Steve Lingenfelter, minimum. Scott Lloyd, minimum. Jose Lowe, minimum. Daryl Lockhart, minimum. Kevin Loader, minimum. John Long, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Corey Lopez, minimum. Ferdinand Lofray, minimum. Mauricio Lozada, minimum. John Lucas, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maurice Lucas, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keith McDonald, minimum. Ollie Mack, minimum. Rudy Macklin, minimum. Kyle Macy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chris Madden, minimum. Dave Magley, minimum. Rick Mahorn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. John Maldonado, minimum. Pace Mannion, minimum. Darren Marion, minimum. Kenton Mark, minimum. Jack Marquez, minimum. Wilson Martinez, minimum. Carmelo Matthews, minimum. Cedric Maxwell, minimum. Scott May, minimum. Bill Mayfield, minimum. Silvio Mazzaferro, minimum. Andre McCarter, minimum. Keith McCord, minimum. Scooter McRae, minimum. John McCullough, minimum. Hank McDowell, minimum. Jim McElroy, minimum. Pete McGee, minimum. Jerome McIntyre, minimum. Kevin McKenna, minimum. Billy McKinney, minimum. Tom McMillan, minimum. Emery McMurray, minimum. Arthur Medina, minimum. Emiliano Mejia, minimum. Adalberto Mendieta, minimum. John Mengelt, minimum. Joe Merriweather, minimum. Henry Metz, minimum. Ahmad Miller, minimum. Alexis Miller, minimum. Bob Miller, minimum. Dick Miller, minimum. Michael Miller, minimum. Gerald Mills, minimum. Stafford Misco, minimum. Mike Mitchell, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Steve Mix, minimum. Bradford Modica, minimum. Paul Mokeski, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mauricio Montez, minimum. David Moore, minimum. James Moore, minimum. Jay Moore, minimum. Johnny Moore, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lowe's Moore, minimum. Paul Moore, minimum. Daryl Moreno, minimum. Guy Morgan, minimum. Joseph Moyers, minimum. Calvin Murphy, minimum. Steve Music, minimum. Arthur Neighbors, minimum. Calvin Nat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kenny Nat, minimum. Walter Nelson, minimum. Mike Newland, minimum. Alan Newman, minimum. Dominic Ngo, minimum. Carl Nix, minimum. Mike Niles, minimum. Kurt Nymphius, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Norm Nixon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. William Norton, minimum. Willis Norton, minimum. Walter Nunez, minimum. Ayo Ogundana, minimum. Joanne Oldham, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alan Owens, minimum. Tom Owens, minimum. Jesus Paez, minimum. Sonny Parker, minimum. Emiliano Pareja, minimum. Lawrence Parrish, minimum. Miles Patrick, minimum. Billy Paltz, minimum. Jim Paxson, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Daniel Peabody, minimum. Sam Pelham, minimum. Biagio Periate, minimum. Russell Pfeffer, minimum. Sepel Pfister, minimum. Roger Fegley, minimum. Eddie Phillips, minimum. John Pannone, minimum. Alonzo Pipkin, minimum. Ben Poquette, minimum. Kevin Porter, minimum. Fred Poteet, minimum. Gennaro Powers, minimum. Oscar Powers, minimum. Joshua Priest, minimum. Tony Price, minimum. Charles Prato, minimum. Darren Prince, minimum. Greg Quillen, minimum. Mark Radford, minimum. Ed Raines, minimum. Michael Ramsey, minimum. Wally Rank, minimum. Leo Routens, minimum. James Earl Ray, minimum. Paul Reed, minimum. Billy Reed, minimum. Robert Reed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kevin Restani, minimum. Clint Richardson, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Michael Ray Richardson, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Antoon Ricketts, minimum. Houston Rivera, minimum. Anthony Roberts, minimum. Rick Roby, minimum. David Robinson, minimum. Oliver Robinson, minimum. Truck Robinson, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wayne Robinson, minimum. Bill Robenzine, minimum. Dave Robish, minimum. John Roche, minimum. Elmer Rodriguez, minimum. Tree Rollins, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Flavio Roman, minimum. Wade Roman, minimum. Lorenzo Romar, minimum. Lyman Ross, minimum. Dan Roundfield, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stephen Roundtree, Randall Rue, Campy Russell, minimum. Walker Russell, minimum. Frankie Sanders, minimum. Dwayne Scales, minimum. Lucas Schifferer, minimum. Russ Schöne, minimum. James Schroeder, minimum. Alvin Scott, minimum. Arthur Scott, minimum. John Scott, minimum. Horacio Serra, minimum. Craig Shelton, minimum. Lonnie Shelton, minimum. Norris Shields, minimum. Purvis Short, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. John Shamati, minimum. Jerry Sichting, minimum. James Silas, minimum. Jose Slaughter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Charles Smith, minimum. Chris Smith, minimum. Jim Smith, minimum. Larry Smith, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Marion Smith, minimum. Phil Smith, minimum. Randy Smith, minimum. Robert Smith, minimum. Charles Snyder, minimum. Ricky Sobers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fabio Sortani, minimum. Gail Spencer, minimum. Jeff Spencer, minimum. Andrew Spriggs, minimum. Larry Spriggs, minimum. Berislav Stefanak, minimum. Brooke Stepp, minimum. Jody Stickney, minimum. John Stroud, minimum. Lester Sussman, minimum. Dane Suttle, minimum. Douglas Sylvia, minimum. Benton Taylor, minimum. Jeff Taylor, minimum. Vince Taylor, minimum. Augusto Terrazos, minimum. Carlos Terry, minimum. Andrew Tharp, minimum. David Thirdkill, minimum. Henry Thomas, minimum. Johnny Thomas, minimum. Rod Thomas, minimum. Bill Thompson, minimum. Corny Thompson, minimum. David Thompson, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jonathan Thompson, minimum. Charles Thompson, minimum. Darren Tillis, minimum. David Tyndall, minimum. Garrett Todd, minimum. Ray Tolbert, minimum. Rudy Tomjanovich, minimum. Andrew Toney, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Linton Towns, minimum. Brady Treat, minimum. Elston Turner, minimum. Wes Unseld, minimum. Ron Valentine, minimum. Jan Van Bredekolf, minimum. Calvin Verdugo, minimum. Louis Verduzco, minimum. Peter Verhoeven, minimum. Alberto Viana, minimum. Danny Vrains, minimum. Brett Vroman, minimum. Foots Walker, minimum. Wally Walker, minimum. Lloyd Walton, minimum. Ryan Warwick, minimum. Kermit Washington, minimum. Kevin Washington, minimum. Richard Washington, minimum. Howard Webb, minimum. Scott Wedman, minimum. Lonnie Weed, minimum. Brant Widener, minimum. Paul Westfall, minimum. Don White, minimum. Rory White, minimum. Rudy White, minimum. Tony White, minimum. Jerome Whitehead, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jared Whitesell, minimum. Charles Whitney, minimum. Sidney Wicks, minimum. Bob Wilkerson, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jamal Wilkes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. James Wilkes. 1, 2. Oh, minimum. Jeff Wilkins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ahmad Williams. Minimum. Harvey Williams. Minimum. Ray Williams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Richard Williams. Minimum. Richard T. Williams. Minimum. Ricky Williams. Minimum. Samuel Williams. Minimum. Tony Williams. Minimum. John Williamson. Minimum. Bill Willoughby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Todd Wilson. Minimum. Andrew Wimberly. Minimum. Donnie Wine. Minimum. Jakim Winogrodsky. Minimum. Brian Winters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gary Witz. Minimum. Howard Wood. Minimum. Mike Woodson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sam Worthen. Minimum. Larry Wright. Minimum. Robert Wolf. Minimum. Rich Yanakor. Minimum. Jim Zoet. Minimum. That brings us to the end of the list.